5 seconds left. Loose puck taken by Mosienko. 1 second left. A season no one will ever forget. For the third time in ECHL history, Anchortown is title town. How sweet it is! The Alaska Aces are the Kelly Cup champions. Glacier Blue comes flying off the bench. Peter Sivak, Nick Mazzolini, Gerald Coleman, Sean Curry, Jordan Morrison. Veterans who had tasted the championship threshold, all trying to join Coleman and taste just how sweet it was. But tonight, on June 9th of 2014, so many in Glacier Blue, ecstatic and fly off the bench here, and they finally get their taste of a Kelly Cup championship. The Alaska Aces in rarefied air become the second team in ECHL history to win their third Kelly Cup, joining the South Carolina Stingrays. How sweet does this feel for Aces head coach Rob Murray as well, who had got the Aces to the Brabham Cup, but they all knew it was not what they wanted as the end result. He had come so close with Providence in the AHL, but tonight that dream fulfilled as Gerald Coleman becomes the first goaltender in ECHL history to win 2 Kelly Cup championships as a player. Back down the other way, the Cincinatti Cyclones gather one more time around Rob Medor. What an electric and magical run they had, pushing the Aces nearly to Game 7 of the Kelly Cup Finals. Without question, it would be their toughest opponent, but with championship-like push, the Aces proved nobody was a match for them. And through so much of the struggles, the physicality, the emotions, it is all dropped on the ice as the two teams decked out in Glacier Blue and white shake hands as part of the greatest tradition in pro sports. And in a mere matter of moments, the Alaska Aces prepare to celebrate, which was part of their goal, the ultimate goal, in early October. Glacier Blue with jerseys now joined by Glacier Blue championship hats on the ice. How sweet does this feel for Captain Nick Mazzolini, a rookie out of Providence, to join the Aces in 2009. Left the next season for Europe. The Aces won the Kelly Cup. Back he came to his hometown of Anchorage, potentially on the cusp of fulfilling a dream, a championship in his own hometown. And despite coming up short 2 years ago and 1 year ago, Mazzolini has reached the peak. No one wants to leave this place yet. Nobody in Glacier Blue wants to stop hugging. So many on the ice. Sticks and gloves thrown in the air. An emphatic reaction to the ultimate goal finally reached this evening. We now await the moment where the MVP will be presented of these Kelly Cup playoffs. Will it be Nick Mazzolini? By far the most lethal of scores in this entire postseason. Gerald Coleman put up one big run, a huge one as well, with Olivier Waugh going down to injury. Vintage Gerald Coleman back in 2011, and leads the Aces, this group, with their championship dream. Jordan Morrison, what a finals run he had. 5 points in 5 games as well. The unique part of this, additionally, by now, the opposing team usually leaves the ice But across from where the Aces are celebrating, Cincinnati is still out there. Perhaps may be a look for them and what it takes to win. They soak it in, but yet this day belongs to the Alaska Aces this evening. And 1 day away from coming back to the ultimate summer party, a lady dressed in silver named Kelly will be attending. We hope you certainly enjoy that. First off, we await the presentation of the MVP. For the Aces back in 2006, the exploits of Mike Scott took care of it. In 2011, the exploits of Scott Howes on his return from the AHL took care of that. But before all of that, one last send-off here at US Bank Arena to congratulate the Cincinatti Cyclones. As the Aces with a sportsman-like reaction to Cincinnati, who put up one major run. For now, we go ringside for the presentation of the MVP as ECHL Commissioner Brian McKenna joins the Aces.
The most valuable player is determined by members of the media and ECHL staff who select a player who is the most valuable player for his team in the Kelly Cup playoffs. ECHL Commissioner Brian McKenna will now present the 2014 Kelly Cup Playoffs MVP trophy to Cyclones goaltender Rob Madore.
Quite symbolic of Ron Hextall and J.S. Shiger. It is Rob Madore, despite coming up short 2 wins of a Kelly Cup championship, who takes the MVP trophy of the Kelly Cup Finals. And he joins Commissioner Brian McKenna out. Obviously the look of consolation on his face. Many knew, much of us knew, that was not what he was after. Nick Mazzolini certainly deserving of the honors. But the Aces know, well, forget about it. That's not what they want. And one last send-off for a guy who played every minute in this postseason run for Cincinnati. The stage is now clear for the ultimate
Patrick J.
grand
Kelly
prize
has been involved in hockey for 61 years as a player,
to be put
as
up
a
by the
coach.
Aces for their 3rd time in history. And here it comes. We go back ringside.
The championship trophy bears his name. To present the Kelly Cup trophy, please welcome Commissioner Emeritus and ECHL Hall of Fame member Patrick J. Kelly. Every October for the past 18 years, teams in the ECHL have taken to the ice with one goal in mind: the opportunity to hold the trophy now being carried out. Teams in 15 states all had the same dream when the ECHL began its 26th season in October. 8 months later, there is only one team that can call itself the national AA champion: the Alaska Aces. Commissioner Emeritus Kelly will now present the trophy that bears his name to Aces captain Nick Mazzolini.
All mine. Thank you.
The hometown native of Anchorage. How sweet it is indeed. And Nick Mazzolini lifting the hardware over his shoulders. And it must feel like the weight of paper. He hands it off first to Sean Curry, the longtime veteran who didn't make it out of the second round until this season. And quite a deserving handoff to Sean Curry as an exit line. Then Tyler Mosienko, whose Kelly Cup dream fell short back in 2008 with Las Vegas against the same opponent of this season. Finally gets the hardwood over his head. And how about Gerald Coleman, who becomes the first goaltender in ECHL history to win 2 Kelly Cup championships as a player. It is indeed party time here in Anchorage. The ultimate Eddie Sports Bar game-winning goal of a Kelly Cup championship night to Nick Mazzolini. The mobile trailer supply attendance 3,238. As for the third time in ECHL history, the Aces in the Queen City can call themselves kings of the ECHL. They are the Kelly Cup champions. This celebration rolls on. We'll take it more ringside with you coming up after this. Post-game coverage is next. The Aces Kelly Cup winners, 4-0 to win in Game 6 on GCI and KFQD. Tonight's Kelly Cup broadcast is brought to you by Anchorage Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Anchorage Fire Department, and GCI.
For almost a century, Municipal Light and Power has provided safe, reliable, and affordable service to the city of Anchorage. But ML&P is also committed to bettering your future. That's why ML&P has partnered with Chugach Electric to create newer and more efficient generation, and we operate the cleanest burning turbine in Alaska. At ML&P, we care about our customers, we care about Anchorage, and we're here to serve you both. ML&P, providing a cleaner future for everyone.
Work in Alaska can be extremely hazardous. When it's your feet on the job, you have to keep them safe. So protect them with safety boots from Army Navy. With boots from Danner, Baffin, King Utility, and Timberland Pro, you can step into safety with work boots from Army Navy. This is footwear that keeps your toes safe and sound, no matter the job or the conditions. Army Navy knows boots, and they know Alaska. Get your safety boots at Army Navy.
GCI Red is redefining broadband. It's the absolute fastest internet in Alaska, paired with 500 massive gigabytes of data, enough to satisfy the cravings of even the hungriest gamers, streamers, and downloaders on the face of the planet. And to top it off, your broadband speeds will continuously increase up to 1 gig with no added cost. Just to clarify, that's really, really fast. Red. Rethink, recreate, reinvent.
Northern Air Cargo, Alaska's largest all-cargo airline, built on the partnerships with its customers and the strength and teamwork of its talented employees. Meet Steve Sarber, a warehouse lead agent committed to the special care of your shipment from the front door to the aircraft. And Dennis Schultz, a 737 captain who transports your precious cargo quickly and safely to its destination. You can depend on us to get what you need, where you need it, when you need it. Northern Air Cargo, 55 years of teamwork that delivers.
Family. It's in our name. At Medical Park Family Care, we treat you and your loved ones as family and work to create a long-lasting relationship with you and your doctor. Our goal is to make a positive difference in every patient's life. We've been recognized as Best of Alaska for family physicians, and every patient is always seen by a doctor. We're proud to be your locally owned and operated family and occupational medical clinic for over 40 years. Let us care for your family.
Hashtag Aces Blue and White. Be groovy and cool with Alaska Aces playoff gear. Available now at the Alaska Aces office. Hashtag I got mine, Aces.